Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple of my favorite plays on Prizepicks for today's slate for Saturday, April the 23rd. We do actually have 4 games on Saturday, so there's a little bit more to choose from for today. I'm recording this video late Friday night, and we do have a lot of props up Friday night. Still a couple of teams that aren't on the board. I don't think there's any Mavs props up yet because we're waiting for news on Luka, so there's nothing from Dallas, but I think every other team is posted. Still no fantasy point projections for some of the teams, but there's a lot of props up, a little bit more than we normally have since we do have 4 games today. And I was able to find 4 props that I did like quite a bit. So we'll talk through these 4 props that I like for today. As always, guys, appreciate you tuning into these videos every day. Make sure you hit that like button down below if you have not yet. Also, hit that subscribe button as well. I do upload these Prizepicks videos daily, and throughout the playoffs, I'm going to try and upload, every single day. I'm talking through props, every single day with you guys. And I do also give out additional plays on Patreon. So if you guys want to check out some of the additional plays I give out, if you want access to all of my other content, other DFS content I provide, you want to get in our Discord chat, that is all available for Patreon members. You can check that out. Link down below in the description if you are interested. Before we talk through the plays for today, we can recap Friday night's plays. And Friday night was another, very disappointing night, but man, it could have been a good night. We did hit the over 36.5 PRA for Chris Paul. That one was not looking that great. Chris Paul was having just kind of a mediocre game, like in the first half, but he went nuts in the fourth quarter. I think he scored like almost 20 points in the fourth quarter, finished with 46 points, rebounds, assists, and we had over 36.5. So Chris Paul came through for us. The 2 Bulls guys, though, Vooch's PRA and DeRozan's assist, those should have hit. I'll be honest, they should have hit, but neither one of the Bulls guys played in the fourth quarter. Vooch finished with 28 PRA, and we needed 34 from him, but he didn't play at all in the fourth quarter because the Bulls lost by 30. Heading into the fourth quarter, they were down by 30, and Billy Donovan just decided not to play the starters the rest of the game. Usually in the playoffs, you'll see coaches sometimes play the starters, a little bit more than normal. Even when they're losing by a lot, even when it's looking like a blowout, sometimes the coaches will keep the starters in. Well, Billy Donovan just decided just to tank it, and none of the starters played in the fourth quarter. So, Vooch came up just short without getting any fourth quarter run. DeRozan needed one more assist and, didn't play at all in the fourth quarter. So it was super frustrating, man. I really feel like, I was on the right track Friday. Just the blowout killed us. What can you do? It was a 2.5-point spread in the Bucks-Bulls game, and, it was a 30-point blowout. That's just something I can't predict. Again, I do my best to try and predict usage, predict opportunity, and I felt like I did a good job with that. Vooch had plenty of opportunity. He took a lot of shots, and blowout just killed him. He didn't get his full minutes. DeRozan had plenty of potential assists. I don't know how many potentials he actually had, but I could take a look at that later when it gets posted. But DeRozan had plenty of opportunity, played good minutes, but got no fourth quarter run. And for him to hit his prop, we needed that fourth quarter, those fourth quarter minutes. So really unfortunate, man. Friday felt like it should have been a clean sweep, but the blowout killed us in that Bulls game. Hopefully we can bounce back today. Hopefully there's no blowouts today. We do have 4 games. Again, on the Saturday slates and on the weekends, these games do start early, so I do want to mention that. If you're watching this video like later Saturday night, you probably have already missed out on the plays. But for those of you that are watching maybe late Friday night when I post this video or early Saturday morning, you should be able to get all these plays in. First game does start at 2 Eastern time. But we'll talk through these 4 plays, share why I like them. Again, hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you all checking out this video. Also, if you're new to Prizepicks, real quick, you can sign up with my promo code Noah. Prizepicks will give you a 100% match on your first deposit up to $100 when you do sign up with my promo code. So definitely give Prizepicks a try if you have not yet. But let's talk through these plays. Just want to real quickly say that Fred VanVleet, I said this in my video, I think it was 2 days ago. So I've been on Fred VanVleet's points in both the last 2 games. I think it was 21.5 in game 2 of the series or game 1 of the series, can't remember. And then last game I took his over in points. He came up short both days. I'm not going to take VanVleet's points today, or at least I'm not going to take it in this video. I already know if I don't bet this, VanVleet is scoring like 50 points tonight. So it's gonna be very funny for Fred VanVleet to watch Fred VanVleet score 50 points when I don't bet his points prop after he's lost me so much money the last 2 days. Just wanted to get that out of the way. But let's talk through the 4 props that I'm on for today. We're gonna start off in the fantasy points category. This was a prop that I was on last game and it did not hit. I'm going right back to it. I feel like the projection's too low. I'm taking the over 46 fantasy points for Kevin Durant. I know he's gone under this in both games so far in the series, But I don't really care. I mean, you look at the usage. He still leads the team in usage over these 2 games. He's had a 34.4% usage rate, which has led the team. Actually, Goran Dragic has had the second highest usage rate on the team, which is kind of funny. 25% usage rate for him. But KD's been, the usage has been there. You look at the field goal attempts. I mean, he's still taking the second most field goal attempts on this team. Dragic has been shooting the ball a lot, which is kind of weird. I guess on a per minute basis, Dragic has been shooting quite a bit. He's shot 14 and 11 field goal attempts over his the 46 minutes he's played in the series. But KD's been chucking. I mean, he's still been taking a ton of shots, 24 and 17 shot attempts, and he's just been super inefficient. Shot 37% from the field in game 1, shot 23% from the field in game 2, and it was looking great for KD at the start in game 2. He had, I think, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal in the first quarter. Like, he had like 21 fantasy points in the first quarter last game, and then just he went completely cold in the second half. I don't think he made a single shot in the second half. Of his 27 points that he scored, 18 of them came from the free throw line. So he at least, he was getting fouled last game. He was going to the free throw line. He just couldn't make any buckets. This is going to turn around at some point. Like, Kevin Durant is statistically throughout his career been one of the best shooters ever. I mean, he's an incredible player. He's got a great mid-range jumper. He's a killer. I mean, the dude's an incredible basketball player. He's not going to continue to shoot 25, 30% from the field every single game. I know Boston's defense is really good. They've done a good job slowing down KD, bringing double teams and stuff, but KD's just too good of a player. 46 fantasy points is too low of a projection, even when you factor in the tough matchup. This is a must-win game from Brooklyn. They're down 0-2 in the series. I expect KD to play massive minutes. I mean, he might play the entire game. We saw in the playoffs last year, like I think in the Eastern Conference Finals against Milwaukee, KD was playing like the entire game because he had to. I mean, Brooklyn needed him to have a chance to win. If Brooklyn wants to win this game at home and, maybe win the next game and tie up the series, they're going to need KD to play massive minutes. They're going to need Kyrie to play massive minutes, and I think they both will do that. So I like the over 46 fantasy points for KD. He's a guy that, even when he maybe has an off shooting night, he can still get there just because he can get rebounds, he can get assists, he can get defensive stats. But I think the shooting's going to start to regress to where it should be. KD's not going to keep shooting 30% from the field every single game. Eventually, one of these games could be today. He's going to shoot 50, 60% from the field. He's going to score 35, 40 points, and when he does that, he should go over 46 fantasy points because he's going to get some rebounds. He's going to get some assists. He'll probably get a couple steals and blocks, maybe 1 or 2. I like the over 46 fantasy points for KD. Just the usage has been there. The minutes are going to be massive. He's going to start making shots at some point, and I think today at home, I expect him to play well. I think Brooklyn will get the win today. If I had to make a pick for that game, I think Brooklyn does get the win today, and I expect a big game from KD. So really like the over 46 fantasy points for him. Then the second prop that I'm on is a points prop. I got 2 points props we'll talk about. So this is another guy that's been underperforming lately. His line has gone down, though, from what it normally is. I'm taking the over 23.5 points for Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, obviously, over his last 2 games, Karl-Anthony Towns has been completely terrible. His shot attempts have just been way down. He's been in foul trouble both these games. Last game, played 33 minutes, had five fouls. The other game before that was a massive blowout. He also was in foul trouble, had 5 fouls, played 28 minutes. Well, game 1 of this series, when he wasn't in foul trouble and the game stayed close, Cat played 43 minutes and had 29 points that game. Obviously, foul trouble is something you really can't predict for the most part. I mean, there's guys that do. A guy like Jaren Jackson Jr., Triple J, like he's a guy that always gets in foul trouble, and sometimes you can kind of predict when he's gonna get in foul trouble. For the most part, Cat is not a guy that's like always in foul trouble like he has been the last 2 games. When he's not in foul trouble, I think he's going to play like 40, 42 minutes. Obviously, with Memphis losing that game last game, they really need to get this win tonight to tie up the series. You don't want to have to travel back to, or not Memphis, Minnesota. Minnesota doesn't want to have to travel back to Memphis, down 3-1. That's just not going to be good for them. At that point, the series is probably over. So this is a huge game for Minnesota. They need to get a win here to tie up the series. I expect Cat to play 40-plus minutes if the game's close, if he's not in foul trouble. Minnesota's playing at home. Obviously, the crowd's going to be super loud. I would expect Cat to bounce back here. I mean, the reporters, I think reporters were talking to him about him taking like 4 shots last game, and he was like, basically said, I know, like I need to be better. I think he said like just next question. Like he was basically just trying to blow it off. Obviously, Karl-Anthony Towns knows after last game, him taking 4 shots, like that's something that can't continue. I expect Cat to come out here to be aggressive. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, I think he plays huge minutes. Memphis does have a good defense, and they've been doing a pretty good job stopping Cat, but 23.5 points is, in my opinion, too low of a line for Cat. On the season, he's averaged over 24 points per game. You look at the usage this season, he still leads the team in usage. He's averaging over 26 points per 36, on the season. I like the over 23.5 points for here for Cat. I was looking at some of the sports books, and I think DraftKings Sportsbook actually has him at 24.5. So getting a little bit of a better line on Prizepicks too. I just think Cat's going to be aggressive here. He has to be if Minnesota wants to win this game. I mean, there's no way Minnesota's going to win any of these games if Cat is taking 4 shots. I mean, Cat's got to be their best player. He's got to be their best offensive player. He's got to be aggressive, and I think he'll come out here and be aggressive. Hopefully, he can stay out of foul trouble. Again, that's something I can't predict. If Cat picks up 2 fouls in 1 minute into the game, then we're probably going to be screwed at that point. But I'll bank on Cat not getting in foul trouble. I'll bank on him playing 40-plus minutes here, the game staying close. If that happens, I like his chances of going over 23.5 points. So that's one pick that I'm on that I do like quite a bit. And then another one I like, another points prop I like, OG Anunoby, over 18.5 points for him, a number that he's hit in every single game so far in the series. He had 20 points in game 1 of this series, 26 points in game 2, and then last game he had 26 points as well. OG's been really good so far in the series. Van Vliet's kind of been up and down. Obviously, I bet on him, and it's not been going well. He's definitely burned me. Siakam had a good first half last game. I think he had like 12 or 13 points in the first half, but he got double teamed a lot in the second half. Siakam couldn't get anything going. OG's kind of been a bright spot. He's been able to produce points for them. He's been taking plenty of shots, 15, 14, and 18 field goal attempts so far in through 3 games in this series, and the usage has been good. He's actually led the team in usage over their last 2 games. He had the highest usage rate on the team, right ahead of Siakam. I mean, for the most part, the usage on Toronto is kind of concentrated around 4 guys, and that's OG, Siakam, Van Vliet, Trent. Those are going to be the 4 guys taking most of the shots. Those 4 guys are all going to play huge minutes if it's a close game. But it is good to see OG leading the team in usage, taking on more of an offensive role. And given that he's gone over in 3 straight games, I think I'm going to continue to ride this. I mean, I've been on OG so far in the series. I've taken his PRA previously. I haven't been on his points prop, but I think today I give a slight lean to points over PRA. I think his PRA line is 27.5. So in order for him to go over that, I think he needs to get 9 rebounds plus assists, which he probably could do. But I feel better about points. I think if OG scores if he scores 19 points, he's probably going over PRA as well. But for the sake of this video, we're going to take the over 18.5 points for OG Anunoby. I mean, he's going to continue to play big minutes. He's played 32 minutes in a blowout in game 1, 38 minutes in a game where he got pulled early. Last game was a close game, went to overtime. He played 41 minutes in regulation, 46 minutes in overtime. With their season on the line tonight, I think OG plays about 40 minutes if this game's close. I think he'll take 15, 20 shots as long as he has a somewhat efficient shooting game. I think he scores 19 points here. So the minutes should be there. The usage has been there. I like over 18.5 points for OG Anunoby as our 3rd pick in this video. And then the 4th and final pick is going to be in the rebounds category in the same game, just on the other side of the game. Really like the over 6.5 rebounds for Tobias Harris. So this is a number that he has gone over in 2 straight games. Game 1 of this series, he came up just short, lost by 1. He finished with 6 rebounds that game. But he's gotten 10 and 12 rebounds over their last 2 games. Tobias Harris he's a pretty good rebounder. He does average a decent amount of rebounds on the season. I'm pretty sure his season average is right around 7. I think he averages 6.8 rebounds on the season. I want to pull it up. 6.9 rebounds on the season. So averages right around 7 rebounds per game on the year. And if you actually look at the rebound percentage for the Sixers, obviously there's some guys here that really don't play many minutes. I mean, Andre Drummond, he leads the team with total rebound percentage, but he's not even on the team anymore. DeAndre Jordan hasn't even been in the rotation. Charles Bassey, I don't think's on the team. He hasn't been in the rotation. He might be on the G League. Then you have Embiid, who's got technically the highest total rebound percentage. Jaden Springer's not in the rotation. Paul Reed is in the rotation, but he plays 8 minutes. He's basically just Embiid's backup. And then there's Tobias Harris, with the 11% total rebound percentage per 36 this season. Tobias Harris averaging right around 7 rebounds per 36. And it's worth noting that his minutes have been massive so far in the playoffs. He's actually played the 2nd most minutes on the team so far in the playoffs. He's played almost 41 minutes per game. Played 37 in game 1, played 39 in game 2. Both those games were kind of blowouts, and I think he did get pulled early in both those games. And then the last game that went to overtime, Tobias Harris played 47 minutes, played 42 minutes in regulation. That was the game he had 12 rebounds. And you've actually looked at rebound chances so far in the playoffs. He's got the second most rebound chances on the team, only behind who you expected to be, only behind Joel Embiid. So the opportunity's been there for Tobias Harris. He's been around the rim to grab rebounds. He's gotten double-digit rebounds in back-to-back games. He's been playing massive minutes. If this game's close and we get like 40 minutes from Tobias Harris, I like his chances of getting 7 rebounds and going over this projection. I mean, he's been around the rim. The rebound chances have been there. I'll continue to bank on this one. I think this line should probably be like 7 or 7.5. I could see this maybe going up, depending on how many people are on this. I did look at I think I looked at DraftKings Sportsbook earlier, and their line was also set at 6.5, but I think there's a little bit more money coming in on the over. So I do like this over quite a bit. 6.5 rebounds for Tobias Harris. If he continues to play 40 minutes, which I think he will today, if it's a close game, I like his chance of getting 7 rebounds. The Sixers, they want to close out this game. I mean, they don't want to have to play another game. Embiid's dealing with an injury right now with in his thumb. They want to get Embiid as much rest as possible. I expect the Sixers to be going all out to try and finish this game off, get a win today, close out the series, get the sweep. We should see massive minutes for Tobias Harris. So those are 4 props I like for today, guys. 4 props that I'm on. I did already put in a 4-pick entry with these 4 plays. I will definitely add some of these plays to my Patreon plays and make some entries with those as well. Again, if you guys want my Patreon plays, you can check out the Patreon link down below in the description. I do give out additional Prizepicks plays over there. All of my other DFS content's posted over there. I have a Discord chat as well that's available for Patreon members. So check that out if you're interested. Link down below in the description. But that's all I got for today, guys. I wish you the best of luck on the slate. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button as well. Go check out Prizepicks if you have not yet. Sign up, use code NOAH. Get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you do sign up with my promo code. But I think that's it for today, guys. Hopefully the DFS gods, the prop gods, they'll bless us for once. I mean, we've been running so bad, man. Friday was looking like a good day until that Bulls-Bucks game blew out. Hopefully today, no blowouts, no foul trouble. We can just get 4 good basketball games, 4 competitive games, 4 games where all our guys play full minutes. That's all that I asked for. Hopefully we can get that today. But I hope you guys enjoy your Saturday. Best of luck on the slate, and we'll be back Sunday with another video talking through some props for Sunday's slate. But until then, we'll see you in the next one. Best of luck tonight, guys. Peace.